Hi, it's Mrs. Carl with Sight and Sound Phonics. The long A words are what we are practicing. What we're going to do today, though, is we're going to write a sentence together. And then you are going to work them with the sheet that you can print out with the gray letters that say rain, paint, tail, and airplane, and also weight and paint, paid. All right, you're going to print this out, and we'll talk about that when we're all finished. Because right now you need a blank sheet to write on so we can do our sentence. We're going to do a sentence together that has to do with this sheet. You ready for the sentence? I need your help. Remember, we practice the sentences so we always remember to start with a capital letter and end with a period. And the first word in the sentence that we're going to do today is going to be the word what. And a lot of the words that we write when we write sentences, some of them are not easy to sound out. So we just learn to spell them because it's something we have to learn. We have to memorize it to spell it. The first word, what, is one we have to learn. I know some of you already know it, but I still like to take the time to write it together. So let's write the word what. With the W, remember, uppercase letter, please. What? Down, W, down, down, and down. What? And remember, with what, let's put our hand in front of the W. Whenever we have a W, it's always fun to put your hand in front to see if it's a blowing W or if it's just a regular W. Because if it's a blowing W, it needs the H to help it, right? So let's put our hand and say the word what. What? What? Do you feel the blow? That means we need the H to help it. Come down and give it a hump. All right, now the word what is W-H-A-T. A-T. All right, so we're going to put A-T after the W-H. So we're going to do the A, lowercase, and the T. What do? We want the word do. We need a D, yes. And do is another word. You just have to memorize it. You can't sound it out, except it can help you with some of the letters. But all of the letters cannot be sounded out, so you have to memorize the word. Do is D-O. So we need the D, all right? Don't forget your two fingers for spacing, please. All right, and then you need a lowercase d, which is the dog's head and the dog's tail. All right? Do. Mrs. Carl did not do that tail real close. I gotta bring it a little closer. Okay. D-O for do. What do? Now I need the word you. Here's another word we have to memorize, remember? But we know that you, starts with a Y. Y. And give it and remember, it's a lowercase, so give it a tail. Y-O-U is the word you. What do you do? I want do again, the word do again. How do I know how to spell it? Well, we just wrote it, right? So I need it again, D-O, but don't forget your spacing. Don't forget your spacing. So I need the word do, D-O. Okay. What do you do in, I, short I, in, and N, good job. There's the little word in. Okay. It's what do you do in. Now we want the word art. Art. Meaning the class where you draw, or art, whenever you do art, you draw something. All right. Now I'm going to just tell you this. In the word art, you need two letters, A-R, to say R. A-R. So we're going to do A-R. A-R, okay, and then art, we need a T. What do you do in art? And another word is class, class, class. Okay, seek is a C for L, short A, class, it's an S and another S, two S's. What do you do in art class? What do you do in art class? Okay, is that asking you a question? Then we need a question mark. We need a question mark. The question mark has like the ear or the backwards C in the line, okay? What do you do in art class? All right, we're going to show you the page. This is the one that you can print out that has the gray letters that you can trace, sound out, trace, practice. Which of these? What do you do in art class? You paint, all right? So that's, you can color that picture or you can circle that picture, whatever you want. The other thing that Mrs. Carl wants to go back to now, and this is for everyone, doesn't have to do this, but I just want to tell you a little bit about it because I want you to understand. Here I had, what do you do in art class? Now, art class is the name of the class, isn't it? It's the name of the class. So Mrs. Carl, if I wanted to, I could have made this an upper class A because it's a name of the class. Art class is a name, so I could have had a big A and an upper class C. That's something that I could have done, and maybe I should have done it for you, but I didn't, all right? But I'm telling you that it can be either way. It can be art class like that, or it can be art class with an uppercase A and an uppercase C. Okay. Are we ready? I'm ready to say goodbye. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Thanks for doing your writing, your reading, your spelling. You're getting to be such a strong, strong, strong reader. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.